Shalom all, Stacey the Black Feather Intuitive, and welcome to your new moon musings for the new moon that happened on February 17th. And today we are exploring the disseminating moon phase, which is happening on March 7th, and the energies will be carrying through to the 10th. And I'm really excited to tap into this one for you guys because we are dealing with the energies of acknowledgement. I acknowledge. How best can I honor my gifts and my light during this time? Where can I express gratitude from the heart? So we are going to have a little cat butt in the face here, but without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so Mr. Neo has decided that he needs to be a big part of this reading, and I've just kind of given up fighting with him because I only have a limited amount of time. So here we go. So the disseminating moon, I acknowledge. We have the King of Cups, and this is really interesting because in our first phase, the new moon phase and the new moon energy, we were talking about releasing the Queen of Cups. And so now that we are acknowledged in an acknowledgement space after the full moon, after what it is that we have received from that 10 of Wands connection, we're now stepping into this King of Cups. And so it's acknowledging your feelings and emotions that you were able to work on, to address, to receive during that receiving time. It's also time to acknowledge what you've received. So this is a great time to reflect on how things kind of played out for you during the full moon, what you maybe learned about that 10 of Wands energy. I'll just refresh your memory here. What did you learn about that 10 of Wands? What did you come to the conclusion of that needs to stay and what needs to go? And this is a time I feel for you to acknowledge all the wins, acknowledge all the things that you have achieved, but to acknowledge them, not to stroke your ego so much as to say, I'm grateful for all of this. And how can I share this knowledge, wisdom? How can I share of these physical things that I have acquired? I really feel an energy of sharing. Sharing is caring. And I'm also hearing that sharing is healing. This is going to be a really interesting window of time where either you're going to have some minor health issues that pop up, and I am going to emphasize minor, so I don't want to freak anybody out, or you're going to be witnessing other people who are having minor health issues that are popping up. And I feel like the invitation here is for you to acknowledge where you might have a skill set that can assist, that can help people out. This King of Cups energy is really about leadership from an emotional perspective. The King of Cups is balanced on an emotional level when they are in harmony, when they are connected to their body and grounded and very present in where they're going and growing. When they are not, this can be very tyrannical. This can be cruel. It can be mean. You don't want to do that. You don't want to be in that space. So acknowledge the things that you do have, because when we are in a state of gratitude, we don't often go into a state of cruelty or withholding or, tyrannical energy. We tend to be more in a space of, I have plenty. And so let me find ways to be able to share this, because when I share, I create more reason to receive. So it's an acknowledgement of what has come to pass. I'm feeling also, we got a hit earlier in the new moon phases about family. And I'm feeling that this King of Cups is also coming in around the messaging of family, because I keep hearing there is healing that has occurred. Whether this is healing on a physical level, on an emotional level, in terms of relationship rifts, healing has occurred. And healing has occurred in a big way because you've shown up and decided to take leadership, to take authorship of your own actions, your own feelings, your own emotions. And when we are accountable for our own actions, our choices, and our life, we are a direct mirror, a direct reflection of those around us. And, even if you're running into a situation where, it's a no-win, kind of situation where you can, be this and show all of this, and the person still on the other side still doesn't shift or change or acknowledge you, it doesn't matter. You're recognizing that that's not an energy that I need to really connect with myself, connect to for myself any longer. I can release that, in whatever capacity that is. I have agency to be able to do that. And because you're feeling healthier about it, it's a lot easier to step into that decision as well. So that's really significant. Okay, guys. So that is our disseminating moon phase for that new moon that happened on February 17th. Like, subscribe, click the bell on my YouTube, check out my join button. I've got 3 different tiers of memberships to keep the conversation going. And until we see you in a few days for our next phase, which is actually going to be the 3rd quarter moon, I am sending you lots of love, lots of support. We'll see you on the flip side, and transform well.